Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be doing some Triglavian hunting in the Golem. Right now I've got a day off. It's a very relaxing day actually today. I've just got up, I don't have anything to do. It's not common that I have these kinds of days. But I'm just sitting here and I was thinking, okay, I think it might be time to play a bit of EVE Online. Something I've been actually thinking about recently is that I've not been doing a whole lot of Triglavian hunting as of lately. And I was thinking then I could perhaps do Triglavian hunting in a rattlesnake. The thing is, the rattlesnake is like the reason I want to do it in a rattlesnake is because I think the rattlesnake is an amazing looking ship. It's an amazing looking ship. But the issue is the rattlesnake doesn't have as good DPS as a golem, so I'm going to just go with the more efficient style and go with the golem right here. We'll try and find some easy locations here in the G2 region. I'm going to go in this parchment entry manual, see if we can find some closed systems. See if we can go into... Well, we actually always have an easy route. We'll just go in our quick ship first. Before I actually go in the quick ship, I wanted to just show you guys the previous loot I got from my previous expedition. It was actually pretty extensive. We have got... no, it was not pretty extensive. It was only 50 million ISK. So when I'm going to go find the Triglavian wormhole system, I'll then grab a fast frigate. I don't have a fast frigate actually in here. I should have one, but I don't. But before that, I wanted to just sell the loot I had from the previous run. It wasn't so much ISK I got. Let's see, that was Abyss loot. Let's see, invasion loot, 200 million. Okay, so that's like an average run, a quick expedition, I would say. The value of loot I would get from that. Okay, invasion loot. Grab this and sell this. Agitated Darks. Okay, no, I don't want to sell these Agitated Darks because those are actually good for when I'm doing Hawk runs in the T2 Abyss. The electrical filaments, I'm wondering what the price is. 7 million, okay. Because I like to keep an eye on those filaments for the T0 to T6 Abyss series. It's always a really great thing to see if these things are a low point, because the price of electrical filaments is pretty crazy when you get to T4. Fierce Dark. Okay, we'll put this into my filament box right here. There we go. Okay. Let's see now what have we got. We've got some bunch of these meta modules, and these meta modules are stuff you grab from the Triglavian Rex. It's just they're good because you can sell them for a few million, but it's not really worth that much. You just clog up a bunch of space. I just happened to grab them because when I just loot them, I just click loot all a lot quicker than selecting stuff when you're on the grid in a Triglavian invasion system. I just want to make sure I don't remove the modules that I actually use, because I use this Guidance Disruptor and I use the Target Painter Republic Fleet one, but not the Phase Scoped one. Any Tech 2 and Faction 1 is something I use pretty much. Okay, let's see now. Oh, I think we do need a 500 MN. Yeah, we've got it already equipped. I'll use that for the MWD cloak trick. Okay, we'll find a quick frigate right here. Astero is pretty good. Astero E, I think. This guy is a very quick warper. Yeah, I think he is. He doesn't seem to be able to use combat scan. Okay. The Golly Dram. For the Golly, the Dramiel for the Golly. Okay. Okay, so we've got some potential systems over here. You can see these systems are where Triglavians can spawn that are close to Jita. I'm going to add these to the location. See if we can create a little route right here. Let's go to perimeter. The downside to doing the Triglavian hunting in these systems around Jita is that it is pretty hectic when it comes to gankers. On the other hand, a good thing is that the security status is very high, so that means the Concord response time is going to be pretty fast. I'm just adding a bunch of these systems right here. And Sealine. We've got a bunch of systems right here. There are more that are actually able to be on this list, but I'm just going to optimize the route because sometimes if you have too many systems, it lags the whole game out. It has to like calculate the closest route. We're approaching a system that is owned by Edencom. Fortunately, we do not have any kind of drama we can interact with now. The Triglavian invasion is a thing of the past. Used to be able to fight for a side. Now we have these occasional sides here, but they don't really mean much. There used to be a lot of Triglavians, I remember spawning. Find lots of interesting like emerging conduits and that kind of stuff. So when I click optimize route, what it did was just created the closest possible route to touch every system I added to as a waypoint. So it can occasionally happen that we go back and forward, but it would be a lot more back and forward if I had just gone straight up the route I had before, because it went to a lot fewer jumps than it originally was. I'm just trying to do the occasional scan. And it seems like we're able to cover this entire system pretty much with this directional scan of 14.3, so I'm not even going to warp around here. If it's a really big system, I can sometimes consider to warp around, but even then, if it's a big system, it can take a lot of time to just warp around to try to cover the whole system. Some systems can be really big, like 100 AU. It's massive. It's just going to take forever to try to scan down. May as well just go to a new system, try to find Triglavians over there instead. Because in any of these systems, there's a potential of Triglavian spawning. Just a matter of probability. There's always, so I think there is always, or at least like 95% chance that there's always Triglavian spawn somewhere. So pretty much all the time, as far as I understand from the parchment entry manual. But ECU almost always I find something eventually. Occasionally it happened that I don't find anything at all for a long time. So like, here's a system that I think would be good. So we can just like warp here. And then get like a quick scan. Yeah, nothing. We don't see anything here. Because you can see how this works. Like we've got this bubble right here. Stuff outside this bubble we can't see with the D-scan. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy when it comes to the Triglavian. Sometimes I just find them directly at the first jump. Here's a case of taking multiple jumps. Something I can also do when I'm having troubles finding Triglavians is I just Eden.com.space. And then I can actually find systems that have been documented by other players that have Triglavians. So we can check this out here. I've mentioned this a lot of times before. These guys are really cool for listing the systems over here. You can scroll through them. Now is a bit early time in Europe right now where I live. So they don't usually have so many logs so far, because you've usually posted them because they play usually after work. I'm just being a little bit crazy right now, playing in the morning. And when it comes to European time in the evening, you see a bunch of logs right here. And we have got the right filter right here, Triglavians, okay. So I just click V here just to scan a bit through the entire system in case there's a chance of finding Triglavians. Nothing here, nothing here. Oh, we're seriously going to have to go through 20 jumps just to find these scrubs. You know, it sometimes happens that I just log in and the system I am undocking and just see Triglavians right out the station. That's how the RNG can be sometimes. Anything here? Nope, nothing here. New Caldari. We're soon at the end of this waypoint list. Oh, that's not so nice. It can occasionally happen that the system was so big I didn't bother scanning the whole system. And we just passed by a system with Triglavians, and has happened before that I just cruised through the system and was like, oh, there's nothing here. But then it's there, okay, maybe I'll just go through it a bit, up to another Stargate inside of the system. I didn't find Triglavians that way. But this just feels so much quicker just to go from system to system. Yep, we found them here. Great. New Caldari as well. It's right next to Jita. Very convenient. Okay, we can now jump to Jita and clear all waypoints. Actually, no, we do not want to do that. I want to scan first. It's a good idea to scan the wormhole so you have that already done. Got some gankers here, or potential gankers. I've marked them as red. These people I mark as red are usually gankers. Scan, scan, scan. Why are there no cosmic signatures here? Oh, don't tell me that this is a system which has had Triglavians just recently, and then the wormhole just despawned, and then you sometimes find them for like a few minutes after the wormhole does despawn. Could be the case because we see no signatures here. I think it is the case actually. That is very unfortunate right there. Let's continue on our journey then. Let's warp to Citadel so I don't accidentally get ganked. I'm gonna add a waypoint that this system Turiainas. It's a really good system to find Triglavians in if you do find them in there. It's a very tiny system. You are able to just scan them all the time. It's very convenient when you're warping your battleship to planet to planet. can see here now I have cosmic signatures. Alright, I found a bunch of Triglavians in Shihuken over here. That's great to see. So Shihuken. Go to Jita. Only a few jumps away. Very cool, very cool. Been spending quite a long time now. Since, let's see now, last 15 minutes I think. Okay, warp within 100. See if this is it. Could be also just a random wormhole. This other one here could be the Triglavian wormhole, in fact. Yeah, it was a random wormhole. I think it has to be scanning difficulty level 2 to be a Triglavian wormhole. We'll see if that theory coincides with what this wormhole is right here, because this has to be the Triglavian wormhole. Level 2, yep. Level 2. So I guess if you're looking for a Triglavian wormhole, if it's a wormhole that's level 1, forget it. It's not that. There we go. Warp within 100. Okay, so this Triglavian system has already been attacked, because there's no wormhole fleet right here. Trig wormy. And it's interesting, so we'll probably encounter some reinforcement fleets straight away. Must mean that there are other Triglavian hunters over here. See now, have we got any other Triglavian hunters right here? We can see any battleships on the scan. No, nothing particular. I was very surprised in that system because I saw a lot of like standard named Triglavians. I didn't see any kind of I did see Rasnamorgs, but I also saw a bunch of non-Rasnamorg ones. I think that's quite uncommon. I usually do see primarily Rasnamorg ones, unless it is in the Triglavian wormhole fleet. Then I've found a bit of a more tendency to have the non-Rasnamorg ones, but the Triglavian wormhole fleet was taken out, so I don't know. Maybe it could be that the Rasnamorg or the wormhole fleet will respawn, or there's a fleet that hasn't spawned yet, because it has happened actually that I had like a double wormhole fleet, so it's like spawned in and then someone's destroyed it, and then another one spawns in. I'm not really sure, but I just found that a bit strange because I don't usually see that many types of you saw Blinding Kikimor and like a bunch of non-Rasnamorg ones there. It's a bit uncommon for me. Put the Dramiel inside our Golem and let's get to work. I want to be a little bit careful here because we are in a Golem. Ganking is higher than the average ship, especially when you're in populated high-sec systems. We just have to be vigilant, that's all. You can use the MWD cloak trick. There's a bunch of mobile structures over here, mobile depot ones. Must have been someone did some kind of mobile depot art. Gnosis, okay. Let's see now. A line. And then one cycle with the MWD. Gonna remove Rex from overview to be able to see a bit better. And then remove the scan, or the cloak, and jump. There's hardly anyone here. I'm just going to jump straight away without the MWD cloak trick. Probably not a good idea. I don't really mind a little risk from that. Okay, next stop, Shihuken. Okay, here we are. Let's get a restock station going on. We'll get this one right here, Minmatar station. Put all our wares in here, and we can also refit ourselves. Dock up, please. Takes such a while to just move the slow golem without any prop mod. Oh wait, no, we have a prop mod. Okay, great. Let's refit our ship right here. Remove clocking device. Cargo modules, don't need them when we're fighting. The triple Caldari Navy ballistic control system. Republic fleet target painter and the heavy NOS to be able to get cap stability when we're fighting the Triglavians. Anything else we need? Not really. Oh, it's pretty good like this. Yep, that looks good. Let's fight these Triglavians. Okay, there they are. These scrubs, where are they? Okay, so we're only finding Rasnamorgs now, so it must be that they're really startled. Okay, we do see some non-Rasnamorgs, but majority Rasnamorgs. Seems pretty normal like that. There we go, Shihuken 1. Warp straight in. Multispectrum's on. Let's go. What do we expect right here? We can optimize our ammunition. Use Caldari Navy. There's only one battleship. Got a swarm of Triglavians right here. Pretty big fleet actually. This is a pretty big fleet. No joke right here. Okay, let's go. Anchoring and any ghosting. Your ghostings are the ones we want to take out first. They can just cause everything to go a lot slower. Oh, oof. We've got a serious fleet right here. Oh, that's great. We get a serious fleet straight off the bat. Oh, time to Bastion up. important to Bastion. Now let's get a Drekovac right here, who could be our Nosferatu source. Don't need to waste Capacitor right here. Our Asnaborg over here. Dual Nosses on him. This Kikimora is taking a bit of time to take out. Okay. Booster on the way. I should cycle these actually. Popped. We've got the Leshak over here. Should be taking out these Vedmax. Whose guy is disrupting me? This Rasnaborg over here. Okay, this is I've not been doing Triglavian hunting for a bit of time. This is a pretty big wave for just just getting something straight off the bat. Oh, this is pretty intense right here. And we're getting reinforcements too. Oof. Serious Triglavian wave right here. This is probably one of the biggest ones I've encountered in a while. Okay, take out this Ghoster. Where's the Ghoster? Let's take him out. And now I want to just take out DPS. Perhaps we should switch over to Rage. No Ghosters on the grid. There we go, take out this Salvager II. Probably should switch over to Rage actually, now that I think about it. Nova Rage? Now it's time to get serious. Okay. Boosters, let's go. Oh. This is probably one of the biggest Triglavian waves I've encountered in the Golem. Just like that. Just like that. Getting some better application with that synth crash. Take out that. Those Vedmax, I'm not even thinking about salvaging over right now. Direct to cargo. I could salvage while we're doing this. Could be a thing. Range is full. We should be taking out Leshaks actually. Big stuff is quite important to take out right now. Get over to those Leshaks very soon. We've got plenty of range, that's good. Got renewing as well. Popped. Just take out this Rediva real quick. Have the drones just attack these little frigates right here. Maybe they could split up their remote reps just ever so slightly. Okay, take out now the Leshaks, the big DPS. There's a lot of small stuff. There's not a whole lot of big stuff actually, which is pretty good for our survival chances. This is a fat fleet right here. It's a really fat fleet. This is the stuff I always long for when I'm doing Triglavian hunting. You see how quickly we took out that Leshak? Because we've got the Rage that's popping them. I should have attacked them earlier because they've managed to spool up a bunch. If there were more, it would have been a different situation. Our drone's able to actually wither down that Davivik by himself. That's pretty impressive. Go for that Kikimora drones. Seem to be able to do a lot more than I expected. Rasnaborg renewing. Let's salvage the occasional wreck. Okay, let's take out this one now. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of respawns going on. But that's famous last words. They could just suddenly respawn. And then like double the fleet comes in. This is why I love being cap stable, because I'm able to just leave it on for a bit and still not worrying about how it completely getting neutered out. Obviously, or running out of capacitor. Obviously, they've got newts that can counteract that, but it's still very. Their newts are very weak, so it's really great to be cap stable. You just selectively take out the newts, and you usually have a good time. Okay, there we go. It's starting to clear up right now. We can go with Caldari Navy, in fact. Now we can start salvaging. Salvage. No need to now boost so much. Oof, that's that one-shotted right there. Tangling Kiki. Boost up. This is a single wave, but a really big wave. It seems like I don't think I'm gonna get much more challenges right here. Let's see now. Nope, it seems like this is pretty much as big as it's gonna get. Oh, that's a nice little quick wave, but an intense wave. And this Oh, we lost a drone. Ah, this is the Dracovac decided to go for our drones. So I'm missing a warrior. Okay, recall drones. Rex. Let's go. Salvages. Take care of the situation. Okay, there's a bunch of see here, a bunch of Rasnaborg. Well, there's even hospitals over here. I'm thinking that they could be that the Triglavian wormholes is respawned, perhaps? Unstable wormhole, okay. Oh, my golem is moving, actually. I shouldn't be moving. Why am I moving away from my mobile depot? It's silly of me. Well, I'm really curious why there's so many non-Rasnaborg ships over here. What could they be doing? I mean, you do occasionally find non-Rasnaborg ones in these waves. We saw them in the beginning. Or in the beginning of the wave that we've encountered now. So it could just be a coincidence that there's a very big wave. This could be another really big one that they are in the beginning. But then we also see hospitals, and the hospitals are also ones that we usually find in the Triglavian wormhole fleets. Feels almost like the Triglavian wormhole fleet just came in late or something, because it wasn't there when we were there before. Maybe it respawned or something. I'm going to place my drones to these ones that are really far away, so that in case there's nothing valuable in them, they don't have to be tracked in the whole way. Or not that there's nothing valuable in them, but just that they already salvaged, so the only thing there's left is the loot, and I salvage all these guys in the meantime. Yeah, Triglavian standing decreased. This is actually something that I forget to mention, but if you're doing this kind of activity, your Triglavian standing is going to become really bad. They're going to hate you so much. Quite self-explanatory, but it's not always a given. Just keep that in mind. If you want to be friends with Triglavians, don't do this kind of stuff. 20 million? Okay, it's alright. I mean, it can be better, I think. There wasn't that big of a wave in terms of absolute amount of loot or amount of ships. Like, we had one really big wave, but only one wave. You could have had multiple waves, for example. Okay, so we've got that one cargo container over there. Okay, there we go. A quick, big Triglavian wave. Not something I see every day. But it's quite cool to have encountered a really big wave for the Golem to sort of test its capabilities or push it to the limit. Let's dock back up at the restock station and check how much the total haul was. Okay, so our loot, our cargo hold is worth quite a bit, but sometimes it can be a bit misleading when we have other items. And as you can see here, 47 million. I mean, that's a decent amount of ISK, but I mean, it is a pretty good amount of ISK for one wave. Think of it, one wave. Sometimes you can have like 5, 6, 7 waves. So actually, that's pretty good for the time we spent fighting. That's actually pretty cool, I would say. Let's dock up right here. A quick little tick, you know, like a quick little tick. 45 million ISK tick. And we spent less than 20 minutes doing this as well for fighting them. Alright, so that's a bit of Triglavian hunting in the Golem. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Unfortunately, it took quite a long time to find the system, but we found a pretty impressive big wave right there, so I'm happy about that. And we didn't even need to do the wormhole fleet, so we had already, like, the work was already sort of done for us halfway. I think that's enough for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.